We are recording. Okay, I am using Bandicam from here on to record these tutorials because I believe it will allow me to record the mouse movements correctly, and it'll allow me to record what I'm saying while I'm displaying this stuff. So what I'm going to show you guys now is actually a couple of things. First, I'm going to show you how to create a fairly easy recoloring of an existing buff. As you can see, there's a lot of buffs in here. There's different colors of umbrellas, there's a raincoat, overskirt, rain pants, rain hat, rain jacket, cowgirl hat. A lot of different types of boots. There's Rarity's cloak there. And this is a recoloring of her cloak and rain hat. And another thing that you'll see here is a hood and a slicker. These are inspired by an image of Fluttershy saying, "Stay safe, East Coast." And you notice that there's two different buffs here. There's the hood and the hood backing. I'll show you what they look like. The hood backing is actually drawn behind the playable character, but because depth does not show up here, it's drawn on top of them. Let me just preview it here. There you see her going like that. But if you go to set depth and preview and add, let's see, red hood. Okay, red hood back. As you can see, it's drawn behind her there. Oh, no, I didn't. Then I add red hood. As you can see, the front of the hood is in front of Twilight, and the back of the hood is back there. If I remove the hood back, then this whole part disappears. That's why I have two different buffs for this. And you can, as a matter of fact, have two buffs attached to a single equipable item. As you can see, the depth is -1 here, and it is +5 on red hood. And this even works for ponies with floofy manes. You can see it bounces right along with her as it goes. And just to show you what the slicker looks like, I will add that in here. Pink, red. So there it is, sort of a rain jacket that covers her flank but not her tail. And it doesn't really show up there. I think if I have her walking left, it'll show up. There's a little zipper here right by the neck. So I'm going to recolor these buffs, the hood backing, the hood, and the slicker itself. I'm going to recolor them purple. And the way you do this is you right-click on one of these buffs, go Recolor Buff. It shows you the different colors that exist. This is obviously the clear color. This is the lines. I'm just going to set that to straight up purple. I'm going to set this one to, let's see, I should probably do something custom here. Let's go with 200, 0, 200, click the preview color, because it's going to take whatever's in here when I click on OK. I think that works perfectly. So I'll do this. What suffix to add to the images? Purple recolor. What this is going to do is for every file, and I mean every single image file that goes into the animation for this buff, it is going to add the suffix purple recolor before the .png or .gif or what have you. So click OK, and it brings up a new buff wizard here. So I'm going to recall this purple hood for keeping a mare's head dry. Even works for floofy manes. Duration is 0. We do have directional buff animations, and if you look here, it does indeed have the hood right there on Applejack's head. And we don't really need any buff effects because this buff essentially exists to be graphical. So I'm going to click OK there, and just to show you how this works, if I bring up the purple hood here, it does indeed have the same offsets and the same depth. So when you recolor a buff like that, it does clone those parameters. So now I'll do the hood backing, and I used geometric icons for these buffs. I used circle for the hood and sphere for the hood backing. Again, to keep it consistent, this is the line color, this is the filler color. Actually, this one isn't really used, but I'll make it the same thing. 200, 0, 200, preview the color, and there it goes. And for this one, since this is 128 and this is 200, I'll want something that's mostly in between. So let's go with 160, 160, oops, don't want that in the green. Have 160, 160 and preview that, and it'll be yellow instead of purple. 160, 0, 160, that'll get you purple. So click OK, and as you can see, this purple is in between these other ones. Once again, I'm going to give these ones purple recolor as the suffix. Click OK, and it brings up another one of these, and I forgot to change the color that the icons are flashing. Oh well. Let's call it purple hood back. Once again, I don't need any effects on this buff since it's largely graphical, in fact entirely graphical. And as you can see, the recoloring worked. Click OK. Go down here, click Edit, so that I can fix the color here. Magenta, purple, OK. And now I still need the slicker, so red slicker, recolor buff. Now I don't remember why this gray is even here. Oh, that's right, it's for the zipper. Silly me. Well, I can keep using the same colors. Purple, which is, if I had numbers up here, it would be 128, 0, 128. This one is going to be 200, 0, 200. Okay. And this one will be 160. Nope, not 1600. 160. Click OK. Purple recolor. Purple slicker. And as you can see, there she is wearing that slicker. Hooves moving in perfect tandem with the sleeves. And let's see, we've got the name and everything working, so click OK. I'll just preview this. So there it is. With the depths all in order. So there you have it for the recoloring of the buff. And we are recording again. I had just finished recoloring the buffs there. Hopefully this works properly. Let's see. The next thing to do is to add an item, and I've got this dummy room at the end where I'm putting all the items. So, items. Just scroll down here, create a new item, click OK. And I believe in my last video, at least the last video that I'm numbering, this is actually the third video that I'm recording, but I believe in my previous video I explained item properties, and I will start by creating the slicker, and I will pick a file here. So I believe it will be under equipment here. And if I can sort these by date, there we go. The slicker is way up at the top here. Let's see, red recolor, purple recolor. As you can see, this isn't the first time I have recolored this particular one. Left motionless, red recolor, purple recolor. So let's go with this one. Set the background color to lime, so that looks there. Now, the item properties that I need to add for this are, let's see, jacket for mares, so that it goes into the jacket equipment slot. Let's see, keeps body dry, keeps flank dry. I think those are the only ones we need. Purple rain slicker, item description, purple rain slicker to keep a mare's flank and body dry in the rain. Let's see, it's equipable in inventory, and the effects upon being equipped, simply add the purple slicker buff. Click OK. And there you have it. So that's the purple slicker there. Next we want the purple hood. And once again, I shall pick a file. And what do you know? I'm already in the correct directory here. Let's see. I think we'll go with one of these purple recolorings of the hood backing. Once again, lime is the background color. Let's see, purple rain hood, hood that keeps a mare's head dry. Oops, a purple hood that keeps the mare's head dry, even works with poofy manes. So, equipable in inventory, effects, add buff, purple hood, and add another buff, purple hood back, click OK, and the item properties that we want are headgear for mares, headgear for mares with poofy manes, because one of these are for most of the mares, another one is for Pinkie Pie. Add item property, keeps mane dry. Okay, so that's basically it. Click OK, and way over here on the right, we have our hood. So, next let's talk about how to get an item into the starter inventory or starter equipment. You actually go to the edit window for a playable character, and there's two buttons down here. There's equipment, which can include starter equipment. Let's see. As you can see right here, there is starter equipment. Set starting item, that controls that. You know what? Let's just put this here. Set starting item. And, you know, purple rain slicker is right there. So let's set that. This one, set starting item. Let's see, purple rain hood, right there. And you can click this button if you want to remove the item that's in that slot altogether. Obviously, it's not drawing it properly because there's no background yet. You have to have the equipment slot selected in order to have a starting item. If you deselect the equipment slot, then a lot of these controls disappear. Having the equipment slot selected, you can add item properties that if any equipped item has that item property, you can't have anything in this slot. This one is the list of item properties that need to be there in order for you to equip an item in the slot. It'll only accept an item in this slot if that item has the property headgear for mares. Unselect it, and these are the item properties that are generally required. It won't even let you close the window. It won't let you close the equipment window unless you have at least one item with all the item properties listed here. I'm going to have keeps main dry, keeps tail dry, all of that stuff in this set of item properties. But anyways, let's change this starting item to black-topped purple rain boots for mares. Click OK, and there it is right there. So that's how you set starter equipment, the way you set the starter inventory. And one thing that's important to keep in mind is that we have shared inventory set up. Shared equipment is not set on, shared inventory is set up. So it doesn't matter which one of these ponies we select. If you click on starter inventory, you're going to get the same thing. 6 pairs of rain pants, 2 saddle umbrellas that are blue, 2 that are purple, basically 2 of each color, 3 rain hats. Actually, there's 2 different types of rain hats that are basically the same thing. The red rain hats, rain boots. Huh. I didn't realize there were that many slickers. Let's see. But anyways, one of the things that I want to add is a custom item. And unfortunately, there's not much rhyme or reason to the ordering of these. Let's add 5 of these purple rain slickers. Let's see. There's got to be a purple hood somewhere around here. Sure hope I didn't pass it. There it is. Purple hood. 5 of each of those. And let's add some yellow stuff. Oops, I accidentally added a standard item. You can, if you like, add some standard items, like the gemstones that are all over the place. This one should not let you, yeah, it doesn't let you do that. But I'm approaching the time here for this recording. But let me add, let's see. I think the rainbow umbrella hat isn't in here yet, so I'm just going to add a couple of those. And there really weren't enough rain jackets in the whole thing, so I'm going to add a few of those. I think there's a long yellow raincoat somewhere in this. Let's see. Main instead of mare there, that's not right. Let's see here. We've already got that one, or at least we should. I think that might be redundant. There we go. Let's add some of those. Okay, we're approaching time, so I'm just going to add some more of these before I show what it looks like in the game engine. Alright, we are recording once again, and let's just switch to Fluttershy. As you can see, she is now wearing the purple boots, the hood, the slicker, all purple. And if we open up the inventory here, as you can see, a lot of items that weren't there before now are. You can change her outfit here, put a cloak over top of her jacket if we like. Hit close, and now she looks absolutely ridiculous. Oh well, that's maybe a little bit more fitting for Pinkamena Diane here. So there's Pinky. She's got a pink slicker, pants, boots. Let's put the cloak on her. See how she looks. Yep, redonkulous. But as you can see, there is a great deal more starter inventory here. There was a dearth of jackets before, but now no more. Oh, this one doesn't work with poofy manes. Have to have a red hood to work with a poofy mane. Not exactly Little Red Riding Hood there. And I think I am going to have to do some more recolors of this one. Wait, does that work with poofy manes? It does! The fedora works with poofy manes. Hey look, it's Pinkie Pie's clone. The one who did not want to be recognized. So yeah, that's how you set starter inventory. That's how you create recolorings of existing buffs. So that's about it.